Hi, I'm coming to you from Pasadena Public Library today to tell you a story. Now this one comes from England, and it's a Jack story, but not Jack and the Beanstalk. There are many, many stories about characters named Jack in England and the United States. And this one is Jack the Thief. Now Jack, he was a thief, and he was proud of being the best thief around. But to be sure that he was the best, he had to go to where there were the most people, and that was to go to London. So he went to London town. He looked and he searched and he found the biggest marketplace in all of London. And there he began stealing. He picked pockets. He stole jewelry. He stole coin purses. But one day he saw the most beautiful girl. She was absolutely radiant. She was lovely. She stole his heart. He almost felt bad about stealing her purse until he realized that his own watch was gone. Well, the next day he went back to the market to see if he could find her, and he did. And he stole her necklace, only to realize that his own coin purse was gone. Well, this went on for days and days, and finally they stopped stealing from each other long enough to realize they were falling in love. And eventually that love turned to marriage. And as they became a couple, husband and wife, the best thieves in England, they thought, wouldn't it be lovely to have a child? Why, with our hands, he or she could be a painter or a musician or maybe even carry on the family business. Well, as it happened, one day the wife learned that she was going to have a baby. And as the time approached to have the baby, Jack went out and got the best midwife in London. For in those days, you didn't go to a doctor or a hospital to have a baby. You had a midwife help the mother have the child. And on the evening the baby was going to come, well, the midwife was there and everything was going fine. And out of the bedroom where his wife was, there came the cry of a newborn baby. And then a shocked cry from the midwife. She came running out of the bedroom and she was crying as she went to Jack and she said, "Your wife is all right, but I fear there's something wrong with the baby." Well, the midwife and Jack went in to look, and the baby was there, and its left hand was waving around and flapping just like you would expect, but its right hand was clutched tight to its chest, not moving. And the midwife said, see, there's something wrong with his right hand, for it was a little boy. And Jack said, "Go get a doctor, quick." And the midwife went out and found a doctor who would come back. Well, there was the baby, one hand tight to its chest. It was smiling. It didn't seem to be in pain, but the one hand just didn't move. The midwife found a doctor quickly, and he came back. Now, in those days, the doctor would be a learned man who would hem and haw and make great decisions. But in this case, he looked and said, "Jack, do you have a quill pen, with a big feather?" And Jack said, "Yes." "Well, go get it." And Jack went out and got that. And the doctor took the quill pen with the long feather. He began to stroke the baby's hand and arm. There's a chance, just a chance, mind you, that this is just a temporary cramp rather than a serious paralysis. Why, this could be almost nothing. And as he and the midwife watched, the doctor stroked the arm with the feather, and slowly the baby's hand began to move outward from its chest. And slowly, as the stroking of the feather continued, the arm straightened out. And slowly, the baby's hand began to open. And there, as the baby's hand opened, Jack saw the proof of what this baby was going to become. For there, in the palm of the baby's hand, was the midwife's wedding ring. And that was the story of Jack the Thief.